Gemini, hi. So this is going to be a reading for June 30th through July 6th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Gemini. The overall energy for the reading, the Eight of Cups. You're like, I don't care. And you're showing me a particular direction, and you say, I don't care for it. Not anymore. Okay. In the recent past, the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Page of Swords. You're very confused here, and you're confused by your own intuition, I think, where you're telling me, hey, I feel like I should do this. Hold on. Do I? Should I, though? Why is my intuition telling me to do this? Because it doesn't make sense, you know? So that's kind of how that looks like over there. In the current situation, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Strength card. I mean... this looks good. This looks like great energy, and I feel like it's more than your energy. I feel like it's, you know, maybe you're spending time with people that kind of fall under the same frequency. It's you're giving me a little bit of a sense of it's a little difficult to catch up or to get together. You're doing it, but it feels like it's a hassle. It's hard to get together with the people that you care for, or to kind of intuitively get a sense of, you know, what's good for you and what's not at this moment in time. You're doing it despite that. I don't know why you're giving me this little bit of... I'm having a little bit of a hard time determining that, hey, that's a good energy for me, or hey, that's... And then again, kind of getting together with the people you care for, the people... I don't know. Seems to be a little hard, but not impossible, because you're still doing it. I see you still kind of pushing through, even if it's difficult at times. Okay. In the immediate future, the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, the Page of Pentacles. You're switching perspectives here. You're looking at something, a pretty important connection in your life, that I don't know if it's there physically or not, but you're looking at it with different eyes, with a different perception. Maybe in the past you hated their guts. Now you're taking it as, hey, you know what? I've learned a lot through that, and I keep on learning through that experience, you know? Something shifts within you in terms of how you look at this, whatever connection I see here. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Eight of Cups, the Death card, the Ace of Swords, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're telling me, hey, I'm done with that. There's something that you're done with, and you're saying emotionally, I'm not invested in that anymore, which kind of makes sense. It's not that you don't give a shit about whatever that is anymore. It's just that emotionally you're not there with it anymore. So, okay. It could be something tied up to work or a project here. Could be a person too, I don't know. But for the Two of Pentacles in the recent past, you get the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. You waited and waited for something to work out here. You are very stubborn about it too. And it all kind of ended in you being confused out of your mind. Like, okay, where am I with this? Like, okay, I waited for so long. I put up with this for so long, and I waited and waited and waited for something to come out of it. And it's like, where the fuck am I with this? Am I anywhere? You know? So ultimately, you fell into a place of confusion over it, even though you were even stubbornly waiting for it to work out. For the High Priestess, you get the Ten of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Swords. Your intuition has been with you from the get-go. I'm not sure if your interpretation of your intuition was necessarily in par. You're giving me a sense of it's going to be very, very hard to listen to my intuition right now, but I'm going to do it. And then you're showing up with clarity as if you finally got what your intuition was trying to tell you. Where it's like, I think it tried to tell you the same thing over and over again. Maybe you were in a different place that you couldn't really decipher what it was trying to tell you, because you're jumping from being completely confused about a situation into clarity. Like, oh, now I know what to do, and I've been struggling and I've been fighting against my intuition for so long, but now I know what to do, and now I know what my intuition has been trying to tell me about this. Okay. For the Page of Swords, in the recent past, you get the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands. The minute you gain clarity, it feels like a whole different space is opening up for you. It feels like you're drawing in super clear energies, super nice energies. Something is opening up for you in particular there. It's almost like you're receiving some sort of proposition or an idea that could be developed into something. I don't know, but you're going with it, I think. Kind of shy in the beginning there, kind of yeah, this sounds really, really good. Let's see, you know. Okay, let me do the Knight of Wands. Man, I feel like since you've established that inner war with your intuition, since you've established that, hey, maybe I haven't listened to my intuition, I feel like now your intuition is your BFF. The High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Because you're listening to your intuition big time right now. You're in tune, 100%. And I don't know what you're starting here. I don't know what you're doing, but it feels good. And it feels to match you and your passion and your goals, you know. Okay, let's see the Page of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. Why is this so struggling? I don't understand. It's like making plans with friends and, you know, to get together for next week, for example, and there's so many fucking things happening before that day comes that I don't know if you're gonna make it to see them, you know, or them to see you. I don't know, or none of you, because who knows what the fuck is going on everybody's side. It feels like one of those. And it's nothing against them. They got nothing against you. It's a private. Your personal shit is happening on the side. Their personal shit is happening, but it's kind of like clashing, and it's not allowing for this, you know, get together. It's one of those that when you finally do get together, it's like, finally, you know. I don't know why. Okay. I feel like whatever this is, it's gonna resolve itself though. Let's do the Strength card. In the current situation, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're persevering. And again, every situation that shows up for you, whether it's good on the high note here, on the high end with these energies of you being in tune with your intuition, or the challenges with, you know, you seeing your friends or whatever that is, I feel like you're taking it as, hey, you know, let me see what I can learn out of it. You're not taking it as, oh, I'm bummed out. Oh yeah, it's so hard. Oh, it's so difficult. No, you're trying your best to just take it all in. The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it is, kind of be neutral about it and just absorb it as just an energy that's going to pass, you know? Because if you get stuck in these energies, then they're not going to pass. Or you're going to get stuck in them. And it's not going to feel great. So, okay, I like your approach here. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune. In the immediate future, you get the 7 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles. There's a back and forth to a situation here where I see you kind of going from curious and potentially committed to something into no longer wanting this, but like radically shutting it down. Like, no, it's a no. And you just came from that space of, let's see what could happen here. It could have to do with this connection though, that I see showing up here. Let me do the Lovers. Three of Cups, King of Wands, Two of Cups. Yeah, it's a connection that when it's there and you're fully immersed into the feeling of it, it feels fucking amazing. But I feel like there's a little bit of a back and forth with it. I don't feel like it's there all the time, you know? I feel like it's there for 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 5 minutes anywhere. But not consistently. So maybe that's why you're kind of like, you know what, I've had enough of this. But then you keep on turning back to it. For the Page of Pentacles in the immediate future, you get the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the 9 of Swords. Yeah, you keep on coming back to it. So you're not ending this, even though you're saying you are. Keep on returning to it, justifying it with, oh no, it's not what you think. It's just, you know, I just, you know, I don't feel anything for this in particular. I just want to, because I'm a good person, I just want to show up for it, but that's it. There's nothing invested in here. There's nothing, you know, which, you know, that's not true. You're invested all over the map here. You're just justifying it with, oh no, it's different. It's different. Every time it's, oh no, it's different. And I see you with the sense of, you know, that sense of trying to learn out of your experiences. You're finally bringing that over to this one, because this one is inconsistent as fuck. And a lot of it is because of you. You're opening up to it, then you're like, I'm done. Then you're like, oh no, it's not, it's different. The way I'm showing up this time, it's going to be different. But it's the same. Keep on going back in the same circle. You're saying that it's different all the time, but I see the energies showing up same way. Rolling in there, same way. So, okay, bring that awareness and bring that, you know, let me see why the hell I'm doing this. Let's see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Page of Wands, the 3 of Swords, the Sun. Do you think that in order to be happy you have to go through extreme pain? Because that's why you're doing this. If that's the case, then that's a belief of yours. In order to be happy, I gotta crawl through the mud here. That's a limiting belief. Happiness cannot be achieved without misery. And if that's a belief you have over happiness in general, then you're going to keep on doing the same thing. You're going to put yourself through hell to get a glimpse of happiness, because that's your belief. That's what your belief is telling you. If that's the case, you can work on that and change that belief. You don't have to go through the mud to be happy. Happy is happy, and that's that. It doesn't have to be challenging. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be, you know, any of that. Unless you tell yourself that it has to. So, okay. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped. And I'll see you next time.